Hello, it's Caroline back for day 11 of What Have I Learned Today? So I fell into a Reddit hole and I was on the subreddit R Philosophy. I try not to go on Reddit too much. I like many other people, am addicted to my phone. But yeah, I do fall into black holes on Reddit, although at least I probably get some useful information rather than just look at pictures of pretty people on Instagram. Probably time well spent, but I know how I am. Anyway, I was on the subreddit R Philosophy, one of my faves, and looking at the debate between whether ontology precedes epistemology or vice versa. So just to start with, very basically, ontology refers to the being or the existence of things, whereas epistemology refers to a theory of what we know about anything, so essentially theory of knowledge. Therefore, is epistemology how human agents make sense of ontology? But then wouldn't ontology be based on what we know about the world and therefore be grounded in epistemology? So I've got the debate here. I understand it, but I can't internalize like brand new knowledge that's quite abstract that quickly. So yeah, Concept Album says, I say that ontology precedes epistemology as what there is isn't dependent on what we know there to be, but what we know there to be is, at least to some degree, dependent on what there is. Whereas Rain Man then retorts with, but ontology is mere theory about what there is, and epistemology is about what it means to be a theory. Slick Wombat then comes along. The obvious problem would be that our sense of proceed seems to straightforwardly dictate a conclusion. If you mean this epistemically, then epistemology is obviously prior. If you mean this in the sense of furnishing the conditions necessary for the other to exist, then it's obviously ontology. What other sense is there that would allow us to answer a question like that meaningfully? A thieving stable boy then comes along. It goes on and on. Have a look. It's on our philosophy on Reddit. I can upload it onto my Insta stories, but that's what I've learned today. But it isn't very succinct, is it? I'm sorry. My dad came along and said that because the moon is big and full, it's exacerbating the storm. Although I did look that up and I'm not sure how true that is. I think it can, but not massively, because obviously the moon can affect tides, but the moon can't affect weather per se. But if it's the weather and the tides are linked, like a hurricane or something, or I don't know, it didn't look too convincing. If anyone has any knowledge on that, let me know. But it's not like the moon just comes along and dictates the weather, is how it was put to me. Anyway, that was day 11 of What Have I Learned Today? Have a great Monday. It doesn't have to be the worst day of the week if you don't want it to be. I know you'll probably roll your eyes at that, but it really, really doesn't. I hope you don't have the Sunday dread. I don't, actually. The weekend went quick, but it's going to be a busy week because my colleague's off. But anyway, that's okay. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.